Hello, I'm Nathan Olson. This is lab 5-2. And then over here, we have the PLC. This module, the black one, resembles negative energy, 24 volts. This one, the one next to it, is positive 24 volts. This is negative 120 or earth ground, as you can see by the green wire. The red is positive 120 volts. And then the middle one is neutral. So the green wires are earth ground, so they flow back to the machine. Meet up here as well, because this is using 120, as you can see the green wire. Then they all go through the bottom of the cord here, this part right there. And then over here, the 120 positive is flowing from the power source, which converts it all to 24 volts. Over here to the PLC, and then the black wire goes all the way to the conveyor, because that uses I believe it's 110 volts. So yep, over here we have the resistors here. It's just three. It's 220, 220, and I believe 100. So it's 540, because the sensors here require a 500 resistance to operate. So this just sends from the 24 volts, the negative V, negative 24 volts, flows through the two black wires that go back to the sensors. And then the Ethernet cable connects from the PLC all the way down to the computer here. Over here is the code that we have for this. Right here, it's a little zoomed out, but this is the threshold for the sensors to detect that there's a box there. And then it has the motor set, so it begins the motor, and conveyor start, so starting the motor. Down here is the time that we have. It's 225 seconds. So it pauses for a second. There we go, zoomed in a bit more. And then over here, it resets the motor, and then the middle sensor is on, and the conveyor doesn't start anymore. Down here, middle, waits a minute and 10 seconds. Over here, starts the motor again, and then finish loading is set, so then it knows that the box has been loaded properly. And then middle resets. And then if you scroll down, finished loading sensor. This is the second sensor we have, which I'll show in a second. But that threshold is also meet. The motor resets, and the finished loading resets as well. So over here. So what happens basically is box is going, box gets detected. It starts, goes to the middle, and then the robot will move, stocking all the glue sticks, and then move more after the minute 10 seconds, and then hits this sensor, and then stops. All right, over here we have the code. So it starts off the program by releasing it. That allows just to ensure it won't like ram into the glue sticks. And then it has glue approach, which it's at. It'll rest like right behind it to ensure it doesn't come in at a weird angle. And then it goes to glue grab. It'll hover right below, getting ready to grab like that. And then it will grip down above glue. It will just go straight up. It'll go straight up so it doesn't bump into this when moving over there. And then it'll go to drop off, where it rests above the box, and at the time it'll be in the middle. And then over here, it'll let go. And then to avoid collision, like knocking over the box, it will move slightly to the right. And then this one we have, if digital in 1 is true, it'll go to home point. So the sensor right there, which is hooked up through here, inside the box, which is locked. Oopsies. Sorry, I'll probably cut this out. Because over here, this gray wire. So the white is for an extra input that we're not requiring right now. It's got power here, input through, wait, no. Input, it's got ground, which is the black wire. Ground wire is 24 volts. And then the other wire over here, the blue one, resembles the input that is being used. Okay, so then, if we start up the machine, and the machine starts by this box going over the sensor. So, goes, conveyor's moving, robot's moving, picks it up, goes over, drops it, that's one, and then it goes to, that's the avoid. Over here, glue grab, glue approach, up, and then drop off, release. Avoid collision, moves out of the way, and then repeats that. And then over here, I forgot to mention it earlier, but the weight digital input 1 is low. So the robot actually knows if there's a glue stick there, because that sensor will pick up if it is there or not. So it's going, releasing, don't know what that was. And then we move it there. Kind of like moved a bit. Okay, there we go. Now it knows there's one there because the sensor's working totally. Picks it up, goes, drops it off, and then it's a timing thing. So now it knows there's no glue sticks there. Goes, box moves off. Perfect.